As if that wasn't bad enough, here we go again with the pedophilia chip once again. This garbage seriously must be put to a complete stop before this year ends, wouldn't you guys agree with that? Hello YouTubers. Media Ikatsu and Nex on the Video Maker 6096 is back with another episode of the Rant House series. And it's a user that many of you have known or pretty much heard of for a while, who did many disgusting and atrocious actions over the course of its YouTube career. Can you guess who I am ranting right now? Yes. It's Scanty Daemon AUTTP, and I'm gonna go through valid reasons on why I really despise that user. Watch this video carefully to fully understand what the user did. Also, if any of you still like or even support that user, then I highly suggest you all to cut ties with this user immediately, since you're gonna be very shocked and enraged about what that user did. I'm not trying to bash your opinion. It's some serious advice. But anyways, with that being said, this episode starts for real. Scanty Daemon AUTTP has to be one of the most atrocious and childish pedophiles that everyone has dealt with. Can't even believe I used to be friends with that pile of garbage since sometime in 2021, but after the allegations have been made against him, I decided to hate, cut ties with, and pretty much ignore him for the rest of my life. Here are the following reasons on why I did all this. 1. His YouTube career is often repetitive, and in some cases, disturbing. All he does is upload videos that show revenge porn or extort other users on YouTube. The most well-known example of this is Peach Pinky. 2. His behavior is repetitive and hypocritical. He claims he hates blah 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 when he did that action himself. Speaking of his repetitive behavior, he has done zero research on how the law works. He claims he abides by it, yet he went against it. 3. His personal identity is a lie. His most notable accounts, X from Gacha Life Exp, Stella Mekan, and Rainbow Pearl 518, claim they are from Australia, Italy, and Japan. The voices he uses in these videos never sound like the accents you would hear in those countries, and he doesn't know how to speak those languages. It's unlikely that Scanty has gone to either of these countries. He also has a habit of lying about his gender. Whenever he gets exposed for lying about his gender, he would argue with people, and in some cases, make community posts and beyond animations claiming he magically became female immediately. Has he not done any research on how being transgender works? His voice is so unbearable and ear-bleeding to listen to. He sounds like a mentally insane teenager, rather than a normal adult that Scanty claims to be. Why he talks like that is very likely his attempt to sound feminine instead of masculine, and the excuse Scanty uses for this is that he can sound like Georgia Catrini, a character he made. It's so irritating that it makes Flame Hyena from Mega Man the 7's voice sound amazing in comparison. Funnily enough, he gave up, realizing it's impossible to sound feminine without gender transitioning therapy. He claims that his real name is Scanty Daemon AUTTP. That is not a human name. His actual name is George Arthur Catrini. Unsurprisingly, he also lied about his real name being Sarah or Letra. 4. He will not, and never show competency to regain his humanity and learn from his mistakes. He would instead let out his urge to re-offend. This is an attempt to play that victim card and manipulate people into supporting him, and he expects them to not realize his true colors. He has made tens of these videos, and this proves how he made fake apologies for far too long. Speaking of incompetency, whenever he gets criticized/questioned for his actions, he will make repetitive and nonsensical responses. 5. He attempted to hack the anti-Scanty Daemon AUTTP nation by telling them to give him their email address and password, but the owner didn't fall for it. The reason why he tried to hack the channel was that Seba hacked Scanty's Stella Mekan account, and Frank Ultimate hacked Scanty's Rainbow Pearl 518 account. Despite this, it wasn't enough to stop Scanty, as he had created hundreds of Google accounts to avoid his consequences, which can explain why YouTube didn't terminate all channels associated with his IP address, as YouTube can only ban a range of channels associated with one Google account. 6. He is a huge sock puppet account creator and ban evader. He has created hundreds, or even thousands, of sock puppet accounts in case one of his sock puppet accounts gets terminated for violating YouTube's guidelines to continue his behavior. He often makes videos on the username Rock is a skeet on many of his sock puppet accounts, despite having been long inactive since 2019. This proves he's a huge dead horse beater. He also impersonated Rock, and ironically, he uploaded videos bullying other users, and said the N-word on some of the comments and videos he made on that account, and attempted to pass it off as if Rock is a skid said it. However, he has not interacted with Rock since 2024. Some of his sock puppet accounts impersonate either other users or his sock puppet accounts. He also uploads content involving pornographic or abusive content involving users, and he would delete those videos to avoid termination. If he gets blocked by others, he will return with new accounts to continue harassing them. He also used them to make his harassment campaigns seem like hundreds of people are participating. He also used them to make it seem like he has hundreds of fans or friends who will defend him. Some of his sock puppet accounts contain other fetishistic art. 7. He always makes grammatical mistakes, and has no understanding of how to use grammatical correction tools like the punctuation guide or Grammarly to check for any spelling mistakes that he made while scripting the videos. He capitalizes every word in his sentences, even when you're not supposed to. 8. Speaking of identity theft, he faked his face reveal by using a Google image of a real woman with green hair, who is also a hair customization Instagram influencer who goes by the username Maddie Marissa, which thankfully got debunked by Netheity Animate. Keep in mind, his real face was revealed 11 days before the fake face reveal. 9. He also used to have a Newgrounds account called Matthew Meccan, but it got suspended for distributing revenge porn involving underage Newgrounds users. After Matthew Meccan was banned, Scanty would later return as HTFLUNPY and use the Elite Guard Barracks subforum to report old pre-existing content. 10. He also doesn't even know how to make a proper vlogging video. He made videos that seem like they involve that, but they only show a still gacha or beyond animation. A natural vlogging video would not involve animation and instead shows a real-world location. One example of a YouTuber who does that is bald and bankrupt. 11. He tarnished the legacy of the real Scanty from panty and stocking, because his avatar and name are based on said character, which can not only lead to copyright issues, but he also misused the character to give it a bad image. Not to mention that said avatar isn't even scantily clad, meaning the scanty part doesn't even make sense. This also applies to TK Kuzo Bex. 12. He also made 2 people suicidal, with one attempting suicide with a knife. Fortunately, the person survived. 13. Speaking of hypocrisy, he said he hates lying about his pronouns, but he does lie about his pronouns, making him a massive hypocrite once again. 14. Just like Jordi and Arias, he plays the victim card when he faces the consequences for his actions, by spreading conspiracy theories about his true killers. Arias wasn't successful in walking away from the accountability she faced, and neither was Scanty. 15. He also made videos, community posts, and comments, forcing people to downplay the severity of spambots, impersonation, and pedophilia. 16. He resorts to opinion bashing whenever people disagree with his views on a specific subject. 17. He ranted on the 6th of July 2003 birth date, and claimed that it's not a real birth date, when it is. This can be offensive to people born on that day. 18. He even ranted on his own name. 19. He always complains over the "you're not the boss of me" term, as whenever someone uses it, he ends up complaining like someone having a tantrum and exposes people. He also acts as if this term is a slur, despite it being a term that tells the truth. His excuse why people should not use the term is, because it's very overused. It doesn't matter. This term is always the truth, no matter how much you complain and whine about it. 20. He told people to subscribe to Skydler Shorts, who abused his own wife. 21. He has no logical understanding of everything he does. Despite being warned many times to stop his behavior, he continues. He also makes up bullshit about his hatred, such as PPG Planet lying about his pronouns. He also claims he's innocent, despite substantial evidence that exists out there on YouTube that proves the thing. Additionally, his attempts to debunk his allegations are absolute crap. He only says that he doesn't do these things, which proves how Scanty lacks the competence to debunk his allegations. 22. He made Jay's Lixvi banned on his channel and showed no remorse for it. And 23. Despite how serious the nature of his actions is, he still has not been arrested to this day. Anyways guys, that's all for this rant episode. Have any opinions on him? Let me know in the comments on YouTube or on Discord, and I will be checking each one. And also, feel free to share this video to spread the word to everyone about the allegations that some people have made against that individual. If you did enjoy this video, you know what I would like you to do. Press the like button, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more future content. But anyways, see you next time. Peace out.